Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the Pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. But your friend here could without a doubt tell you more.
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nords. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the Pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Mateus lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
Father Justinus, okay. Bishop Domitius.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir Desarde, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nords who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nords would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Nort suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander. But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. and I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so... Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me.
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Holy shit. What the hell just happened? Everything just hit the fan. This is Kurt's quest. We knew about this. We knew this was happening, though. We knew this was falling into place. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Before we do anything, I gotta level up. Alright, let's I can apply stuff to my blades if I need to. I need 2 points for that, okay. Talent points. Lockpicking, intuition, craftsmanship, vigor, or charisma. I think we go lockpicking. All right, we have like no room in our bags for anything. We're actually over encumbered somehow. When the hell did that happen? Wait, ammo has a weight to it? Every 10 ammo is 1 weight. Okay, good to know. The coup d'etat. Treason. Ensure Constantine is safe. Ensure the Constantine's advisors are safe. Okay. There's one upstairs. We gotta go upstairs. Professor Corsillion is upstairs. Dude, this game is so cool. He was in this room, right? He was in this room. Where's he at? Oh my god, if that's him, he's dead.
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Oh! Oh!
To my house, and death to the others!
Whoa! I can't tell who's safe or not. I can't tell who's friend or foe. Oh, that's one thing about this game is most of the gear looks just generic, so I have no clue who's who half the time. That's okay. I'm just gonna spam B and swing every so often. So just parry people to death.
To my house! And death!
Oh shit, he shot me. I've been shot, help. Oh, that's really good. Kurt, I got you a new chess piece, dog. You need more endurance. How do you not have enough endurance points? Yo, Petrus, I got you a new chess piece. Fuck you. Never mind. I got a new chess piece for you guys that want it when you can. Yo, you two hold this room. All right, bet. Oh, there's nothing down here. Oh. Something this was way down. Squad, follow me. Quick save not authorized. What about now? Alright, cool. We were loading into the room, probably that's why it wasn't authorized. Dude. It's getting intense. We can't sprint, but... Yo, there's gonna be no coin guard left once everything's said and done. There's just gonna be no coin guard left. Wait, we don't wanna go to the cellar yet. We need to get the other guy that gave us the patent for our native friends. So you know how during Kurt's quest we found out that they were putting people in place to with that shadow guard or whatever? They're putting people in places to across the nation and stuff like that. Well, they're finally trying to enact their coup.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
There you
The
go.
guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Also, Constantine definitely has the Malachor as well. He's definitely, he's definitely infected with the Malachor. It's been confirmed. How do we miss that? Yo, we got even more. Everyone's just swinging now. Let's go. We got a whole ass squad. So yeah, a lot of stuff just kind of went down. What would you have for dinner? Was there anything good? Dude, sliders are a solid choice. What are you talking about? Just sliders. Holy shit. We are so overweight with stuff. We are not able to sprint even if we wanted to. Oh, microwave white cat. Oh. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah. Nothing special then. Well, there's an actual mission that uses this area. Came down here just exploring one time and it just wasn't used at all.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
Yo, we gotta go. This just got real intense. This whole story did. I love it. Yeah, so the commander for the Coin Guard came to the island and essentially like they put all their people in place, like secretly, the people who were like running this show, and then they basically just commanded everyone else like to follow their orders. And you know how the Coin Guard are, they're good soldiers. They do follow their orders and they're just following orders now. I'm gonna hate to have to kill Manfred, you know? We gotta throw stuff in our chest real quick over here. Hopefully it doesn't take up too much time. Also, we gotta loot this. Now we're lockpicking level 3. This is not worth a level 3 chest. We will sell stuff another time. Oh shit. Two-handed steel sword. Can Kurt use this? Does less armor damage. Okay, we're not gonna worry about this right now. Store. Inventory. We'll put this all in here for now. I don't know if I need the Yadigan, to be honest. What is all coin guard? Oh, so that black thing like this is coin guard. It's like this one. I thought it was maybe like the secret shadow camp thing, but it's coin guard. All right, we'll put all these away for now. I don't think I'm gonna need most of these anyways right now. Let's put these away. Keep our alchemist one in case we need to make anything on the fly. He's already wearing worn steel gauntlets. Petrus. Where are those? God bless. Wait, I need those other ones back. We'll sell this shit another time. Just in case we need to craft anything on the fly. Okay. We gotta go warn Lady Marang.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
The idiots! What a line. I love it.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. Shadowing all our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. I am wounded.
Oh shit. This big ass sword. Just cleave them both down. That almost got me too. I feel like we can't do anything else until like we finish this quest. You know? I feel like this is pretty important. The Coin Guard trying to take over everything. I think if we don't, then the Coin Guard control the island. Potentially. Alright. Oh, we can't travel like this. Okay. One of the other governors. I gotta run out the city. Okay. It's fine by me. Oh, they want to tussle over here. Whoa, we're not going near that. See how quickly those skulls popped up? It would be kind of suicide to try to go right by the barracks, right?
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Okay, so this is how we're warning them. We're not actually going to warn them ourselves. We are Sending messengers. That's okay.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. To my health. And death to the others!
Whoa. We just got fucking blasted.
Green blood. I can't hold on much. May the enlightened
Whoa. That guy with the big sword, you can just fucking swing and cleave through people with those big swords, huh? That's all that guy's do. He's just swinging for the fences. He's clipping me. Captain's thick gloves.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
If it's a question of money, how much did they promise you?
A lot, my lord.
You should be ashamed of your cupidity. Here, this should do it. Well?
Your Excellency is extremely generous. I shall leave immediately. The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
Yo, he's
We
fucking
could try
dead.
to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
We're wearing a guard's uniform, we'll be fine. I don't know how to climb the scaffolding, but... I think the front door's out of the question, too. Oh, here it is. This is really cool. We're wearing guards uniforms except for what's his face, but this should be fine. It usually only affects if like I'm wearing it, so. Soldiers.
But what are you doing here? Civilians are not allowed to enter the compound. Lay down your arms and surrender.
That's not happening.
What the fuck? I was wearing a uniform!
and death to the others!
Hold! I'm wearing a uniform!
Commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
Because he
They
wasn't
will
in
not
one?
suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' Secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop.
Okay, we're all
Torsten.
wearing a
We'll worry about
coin
the
guard
others
uniform
later.
now. We should be fine with that, right? We're gonna save that real quick.
Soldiers!
Captain!
We have a message for the commander. Where is your instructor?
They are both in the officers' hall, Captain. On the other side of the landing, on this floor.
Very well. At ease, soldier.
Alright, so it was because he didn't have one on. Good to know, everyone needed to have one on. That's fine by me. I get it. We'll keep it on for him. It's actually got better stats. Dude, if we have to kill Manfred, it would be kind of sad. You know, the quartermaster here.
What are you doing here, recruits? Return to your barracks. You have your orders.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but I'm afraid we cannot follow those orders. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
Ah! I was gonna hit a blizzard.
To my help, and death to the others!
Shadow engulf our enemies.
Fuck.
And death to the others! Things are about to get dicey.
Well, we didn't get a chance to arrest the lieutenant, but hey, we fucked him up. I was taking a bite of my blizzard when that all went down. It's a peanut butter cup blizzard. It's really tasty. You think they heard the commotion? The commander? Do you think he heard it?
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
Message to Commander Torsten. Commander, we have carefully followed your instructions. If the operation were to fail, an escort will be waiting for you outside the barracks to take you safely to the docks, where the Notch ship you've asked for will be waiting for you to depart. Lieutenant Warner.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
You think it's because we fought the other guy first, or do you think he would have just been gone anyways? Either way, we gotta go catch up to him. Let's go out the way we came in.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
Don't worry about us in this conversation, guys. We gotta get to the docks. It is a pretty cool mission, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like this. Wait, it's this way? Wait, what? Wait, what? Silly me thinking I needed to go out to the docks to reach the ship. Silly me.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of!
Oh, that lady's gonna get fucked up in the middle of all this.
The game is over for you, Commander.
Oh, we didn't get the lieutenants, though. Oh. They said to do that later. You even heard him? He said to go after... What's-his-face and get the lieutenants later. Oh, that's... It diverted me, thinking what I needed to do first. Oh, shit!
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander before he got away.
Barely, but alas, his lieutenants managed to escape.
I care little for the underlings. The Commander will pay for all of them. Do you happen to know the punishment we practice for treason? Oh yes, I remember now. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.